What if it's your fault? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about one of the things that God is looking for us to fulfill our part. And it's something that's overlooked, sometimes it's talked about, but a lot of times it's not. But before we get down to this conversation, hit the like and subscribe button, and then we can go from there. Man, I just got a revelation about, you're praying to God, you're asking for this breakthrough, you ask for this, asking for that. And there's nothing wrong with praying, because praying is how you build intimacy with God. It's how you start to learn how to talk to God and seek Him. But one of the things that God's really convicted me about is discipline. Discipline is one of those things where it's something that is so overlooked in that we don't even think about that it's a necessary function on our end. In the Bible, it talks about that God's word doesn't come back void in Isaiah 55:11. And it also talks about that his word accomplishes just as the rains from heaven come down to earth to accomplish what it set out to do. So what if God's already sent you your breakthrough, but your lack of discipline is holding you back? There's a guy in my neighborhood. As you can see, I'm filming in my car. But every morning, just every day, he's running. And his name's going to be Darius. I actually don't know his name, but I say hi to him. Every morning or even in the afternoon, or sometimes at night, I see him running. Whether it's 40 degrees below, in Houston, in the wintertime, we have 2 or 3 days of winter in Houston. Or if it's 105 degrees in the summertime, he does it every single day. And I've even seen his son run with him, and I've even seen a few neighbors run with him. I've never sit there and asked him what he's doing it for. He's in great shape. I don't know if he's just doing it because he loves to work out and run every day, or if he runs marathon, or if he's training for the Olympics. I don't know. But the consistency of him doing that is going to produce growth. For many years, I've been praying for this. God, can I do this? But I realized that if I have discipline, and if I can steward the little, then things will come. Discipline plus prayer actually produces an opening for your destiny door. It's not a magical key. It's a combination, as Miles Monroe said. He says planning is a number. Waking up early is a number. Praying is a number. The daily action is a number. And these numbers produce a combination that inevitably produces a abundant harvest for you. So this is just a quick video to maybe look within and start thinking, has God already answered my prayer, but is my lack of discipline stopping me from actually achieving what I want to achieve out of life? Nobody wakes up and is always in the mood to be great. Sometimes you don't have those days like, man, I don't feel like doing it. But discipline is not an emotion. It's an action regardless of how you feel. It's a moment in time that you decide you're making a decision to move forward despite how you're feeling. You're making a decision to go ahead and start putting the action towards what you believe. Discipline plus vision produces power. As you are thinking about where you want your life to go, think about, have I counted the cost? Let me read this verse before I go. I'm actually going to read two. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 27 says, prepare your work outside and get ready for yourself in the field. Afterward, build your house and establish your home. Now I'm going to go to Luke chapter 14, verse 28. It's also going to be the Amplified version. I just kind of like Amplified, as you can tell. But nothing wrong with other translations. All right. So Luke chapter 14, verse 28 and 29. For which one of you, when he wants to build a watchtower, does not fit, for which one of you, when he wants to build a watchtower for his guards, does not first sit down and calculate the cost to see if he has enough to finish it? Otherwise, when he has laid a foundation and is unable to finish the building, all who see will begin to ridicule him. Preparation, building, all require discipline. It's no way around it. The discipline is going to produce the harvest you're looking for. Just being diligent daily, being a good steward daily, you're going to be successful. And then when you mix in prayer, being humble, it just amplifies where you're going. That's why one of the fruits of the Spirit is self-control. Self-control is a code word for discipline. Discipline has always been the ingredient to attracting the success, the life you want to live. Don't miss out on your life by lack of discipline. Turn those combinations. Keep down those numbers. Planning, preparation, daily action. Sooner rather than later, your date with destiny will be here. Until then, talk to you soon.